Hi Maddie and Tom, this is Claire Corrigan, your interior designer. First and foremost, I would like to say thank you for the opportunity to present this final stage of the concept process to you. Following on from the feedback received from the initial concept part, of which you can see on screen now, a beautifully aesthetically pleasing space has been created for you both, reflecting a serene urban living feeling, that of which you are longing to achieve in your home. It has been a pleasure to work on your brief, and I hope this proposed design reflects this. The proposed design encapsulates a sense of serene urban living through the use of delicate colours and textures, evoking feelings of relaxation, peace and serenity in a hectic urban environment. You can step into your home and feel the stresses of the day wash away. The natural elements of wood with a hint of leather add a masculine touch and complement the soft fabrics, linens and feminine pastel tones throughout the space. Vertical timber panels and soft yet striking wallpapers contrast perfectly with the long horizontal lines and high ceilings of the open plan area, while functional yet visually pleasing furniture pieces sit quietly in their home, their new urban setting. The industrial apartment space itself has that open, bright, airy and spacious feel you both prefer, with furnishings, finishes and materials having been chosen to complement this, while softening the space to create a relaxing home that is contemporary and reflects your urban environment and your design brief. By satisfying your brief requirements, from the moment you step through your door, your busy work life and stresses will give way to a sense of calm and that long-awaited feeling of relaxation from a hectic life. Created is a space that you can share with your friends and family for gatherings, and a space of quiet relaxation and rest after a long day. Regulatory requirements have been strictly adhered to throughout the design process, from BCA Class 1A single dwelling requirements, Australian standards and most importantly following the DAA Code of Ethics. Anthropometric considerations have been addressed with appropriate furniture selected in terms of size and scale for your one-bedroom apartment, with ease of movement around furniture pieces made simpler via space planning and movement study. This makes the most functional use out of your space and gives a feeling of absolute comfort knowing considerations have been made based on proportions of human scale. Looking at your client specifics, the proposed design caters solely to your needs and your use of your home. Pieces chosen are to increase comfort, decrease fatigue, while reducing any risk or injury. As you both work very long hours, and Maddie, your job being very rewarding yet very demanding, comfort has been a prominent factor when selecting furniture, creating your home to completely relax in. Space planning has determined safe movements around objects, such as best placement of your bed, comfortable circulation around it while still having sufficient room to open robe doors and drawers and things like that, location of your dining table, and the ease of movement around it for guests, as well as when entering the apartment without bumping into furniture, especially when you're entertaining, which I know you both love to do as often as you can. Environmental considerations have been made during construction, with the north-facing windows making effective use of solar passive design and catching the most of the winter sun to warm the apartment. Your beautiful concrete floors will be sanded and resealed in a clear finish. They have a high thermal mass holding in the heat in winter and are cooler in summer, allowing for more efficient and comfortable space for you to live in. Underfoot in the living area will be a soft textural wool rug by Armadillo & Co, while in the bedroom 2 circular dandelion rugs from them will add a natural yet contemporary feel to the space. Throughout your apartment, natural lime-based paint will be applied to the walls, producing no toxic fumes. Bauwerk lime paints are natural paints made from minerals and pigments, toxic-free, meaning there are no fumes and they are free from VOCs. The paint is safe for allergy sufferers, all those chemical sensitivities, and also a natural antibacterial properties with no electrostatic charge, which means it won't attract dust, and is also Green Star compliant. Appropriate window treatments have been selected for controlling the natural light, especially focusing on the stunning west-facing windows receiving the hot afternoon sun. A tint is recommended for these windows. A complete automatic blockout blinds have been proposed to allow you to adjust the natural light levels throughout your home at any time of day. These have been complemented with beautiful natural linen curtains to soften the natural light and adds an element of movement to both the living, dining and bedroom spaces. Linen is also featured in your upholstery fabrics, as seen on the right of this image. It is a beautiful fabric with a fabulous texture and drape and many benefits, making it a brilliant choice for using in your home. It's high performing, highly resistant to piling or distortion, stays beautiful for longer. It's also extremely absorbent and has an active heat regulating property. It's a guaranteed sensation of well-being. Linen is hypoallergenic, anti-allergenic, antibacterial and anti-stress, and so can actually promote regular sleep cycles. Plus, it's easy to care for. The growing and processing of flax to fibre is 100% sustainable. The beauty of natural wood elements seen here in the joinery finishes adds warmth to the scheme and can be seen throughout the proposed design. Looking back to your brief requirements, these have all been satisfied within the proposed design. Storage solutions for travel mementos, books and unique items have been considered without overwhelming the space. Seating options when you're entertaining guests are plentiful. Upon entering the apartment, the dining area is neatly to your left, with a handcrafted Pop and Scott weaver pendant light over the Jardin extension table. This light emitted is stunning and casts beautiful light linear shapes while still being functional and a point of interest. A painting by local artist Antoinette Ferdwerder sits above the dining table. Using form and pattern, it explores the use of colour to evoke emotion. Life is added to the interior with an indoor plant in a handmade pot from Pop and Scott, while around the table contrast is added with the classic cult favourite wishbone chair alongside Jardin's upholstered wireframe navy chair. The Paris display stands seen on both sides of your apartment offer unique display shelving which is both aesthetically pleasing yet functional in your open plan home. These can be added to at a later date as well when your mementos and collections grow due to their narrow width. They are even a sculptural piece in their own right. The living area is where you will truly relax and put your feet up. The Jardin Nook sofa is the ultimate in seating comfort with padded feather and down filled backing. As soon as you sink into this, I guarantee your daily stresses will melt away. Designed and made in Australia, the slim profile and tapered legs make for a truly iconic modern sofa and is available with a timber chain of custody covering environmental certification. The wood coffee table and stack stool doubles as additional seating when entertaining, while the leather-strapped Tanner chairs are comfortable yet casually masculine addition to the space. Mood lighting is achieved by placement of the polar bear cloche pendants of 3 different sizes. Made in Australia, they're stunning pieces, providing ample light for reading and sets the mood when turned down on a dimmer switch. As previously mentioned, the rug is Armadillo & Co. It's fair trade, wool hand woven to perfection underfoot, while additional handmade throw cushions add pattern and little colour to the sofa. Hanging above on the wooden panelled wall sits prints by Lumiere Art & Co. The patterns reminiscent of quietly travelled land with bursts of shape and unexpected patterns. The entertainment units by Jardin with their timber chain of custody sit against the pod wall, and with 16 drawers to store various items, they can be used for both display and text storage, leaving the above wall free for your media requirements. Next to this, sit an urban-inspired coat stand for you and your guests to hang coats or hats. With the bedroom, your ultimate place for relaxation, peace and rest, the proposed design really encapsulates that sense of serene urban living through the selection of furniture and accessories. The Lewis king-size bed embodies small footprint living with a minimalist frame and pinched edge details. Layered with white linen bedding and linen and more accent cushions, this bed is made for sleeping. This is matched with the Lewis armchair, chosen for its comfort, with resilient foam seat and memory foam back cushions. Either side of the bed sits Jardin's Clementine bedside tables with matching tall boy in American oak, oiled with a natural finish, and white powder-coated legs, being functional yet contemporary with undateable style. Above the bedside table, disc pendant lights throw the perfect amount of task lighting for reading, yet can be dimmed when the mood lighting is required. The stencil floor lamp offers additional lighting and with its thin profile again is a statement piece in its own right. Again, artworks by Lumiere Art & Co adorn the walls. Seen here in the 3D render, the main feature is the Sanderson wallpaper. A soft breeze floating through the meadows fills the rear wall of the bedroom and sets the overall scene for the relaxed feeling this space will give you for years to come. As previously mentioned, a beautifully aesthetically pleasing space has been created for you both. It reflects the serene urban living feeling you're wanting to achieve in your home, and it has covered all areas of your brief requirement. This concludes the design presentation. Once again, it has been an absolute pleasure to work on this project for you, and I look forward to taking this design through to completion. Thank you.